옆에 보이시죠, 여러분? So if you go down and this is the Jujutsu Kaisen reference. Hugh was brilliant on bringing this in. 자, 여러분, 이게 뭐냐면 관심 없어도 그냥 들어보세요. A lot of these, so if I get rid of this. 자, so these are kind of pretty much marked for this one. For example. So what I do sometimes, if I just take out the bare minimum of this, let's get rid of this, let's get rid of that, let's also get rid of that, let's get rid of the multiple layers of wings, let's get rid of my wing, angel 4, wing 2, disposition, composition, magic balls, sounds pretty wrong, that, let's get rid of that, 이것도 뮤트 시키고, and the compound clip 1, electricity out. You didn't even know that. Oh, what the fuck am I looking at? We already have one ring down there. Get rid of this, and we should take out all the effects. And this is what you're left with. This, my friends, is the original. Now if you start adding back things, oops. Great, wing 1, wing 2, disposition changing composition, lighting, all 1, move 2, black, shadow coming in, and you get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it all has to, I'll give you something quite interesting actually. So edit one of this, I do really have to make sure that the components, I have to keyframe every single one of them. I know it's a bit of a hassle, but you know what, it's worth it. So if you look at here, if I do this, this is technically the keyframing of a lot of, and then you get this marvelous looking. 그리고 그게 몇 초였죠? Exactly, it's only for a few seconds, but it takes me an hour to do fucking a few seconds. And this is one of my favorite scenes actually. You know, where you have the claws coming in. If I get rid of the rain layer, yep, rain. Particles 1, particle 1. Particle 2, particle 3, particle 4, and the this is the skins. So we kind of composite a lot of the skins. Particle in, and again keyframing, masking. I had to design a lot of these things. Oh boy, don't even get me started on the hand. Fire. Look at the hands. Fire 1, fire 2. Fire 3, Fire 4, Fire 5, Fire 6, Fire 7, and obviously the keyframing where I made the hand a little more red as it comes out. What is this? Oh, the shadows, because the shadows have to move because obviously it's black steam coming out of that smoke. Fog, out. Grade. This is my grade tools. We'd sometimes use Da Vinci. Out. And that's your hand. That is your hand. That's how, Ronald, where'd you go? That's how I make a scene. 하나하나를 진짜 이거를, man, I don't get paid enough for this. Composition 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And mind you, you have to, so let's say we take this for example. If you see this all is movement. This is all keyframing, movement, masking, one movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see the arrow moving? That is, 네, 효과가 하나 다 넣었어요. 이게 키포인트예요. 자연스럽게 만들려고. 왜냐면 불의 모션도 있을 거 아니에요. 그 불의 모션이 넘어가는 like this. Yeah. Everything one by one. 그래서 한 장면 얼마나 걸리지? 한 시간? 1시간 반? And this baby, this is a switch. So you could, so again, this compared to the bottom one, that if you see the marker, keyframe in, move in, certain time. So yeah, I put 하나하나를 이렇게 1시간 잡고 해요 제가. And this is where you get the so like good. And yeah, sound design. 이것도 마찬가지겠죠? 이땐 필요 없고. So the reason and this, so if I take out this layer, what happens? Oh well, 왜 안 변하지? Oh yes. Yes, okay, that happens. So that's one scene. This is without the this is without the song. But what I do is I sound design. So what I do is I look at a scene. For example, if I see this, 이 장면, 예를 들면 if I see this, right? And you see the flashes, I make it ominous. So 일단은 사운드 디자인부터 한번 보자. 그건 제 목소리고요. 노이즈 디자인. Okay. So let's see what it sounds like now with the sound. If I put the track. 이거를 줄일게요. I'll lower this volume just so you can hear the sound effects over it. Now, how did I do this? Frame by frame. Speed ramp. 1. So look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Speed. 여기서 잠깐 주고. Stop. So if you look at this, you see all these little cuts? They're bits of earthquakes. Stop. Here I think it was really more difficult. Boom. So this is a speed up one, and I stop here, speed ramp it here, maybe make it about 10% the normal speed, and I zoom and extra layer, zoom in. I use a bit of a radio effect here because I don't like how it looks. So if you go into the side here, I use a little bit of a radio, but I keyframe all of this. So when you go to this, and I move it back here. This is one of my favorite scenes. Bum, bum, bum. This is one of my favorite scenes too. The radio effect with this was just to blend in a lot of the things, you know. Oh boy, don't even get me started with this one. You got it right there. So what I do is, I like this radio, but just because I thought it was respectful. This one I had to do literally frame by frame. So if you go frame by frame, shake, earthquake here, earthquake every interval. That's why you get a boom, 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 boom. The dum, dum, dum. So if you look at this, every 3-4 frames, boom, boom. So this what you see here is the intervals and the vibrations of the hard style. I love hard style, so it's in. If you go to this one, same thing with this frame. I have to keyframe it one by one. In. I know you're bored of it, and I see that's why people are leaving, but anyway. When I tell you I sit day and night and I don't leave this place, and I haven't left in a week and a two, and when I tell you I'm also working on another project, 2 projects, while I'm in limbo. You know, I think one of the hardest things for what I do is when you make, for people that are in production, I don't know if you know in production, so when you go make a 컨셉을 만들었을 때 연출만 하는 게 아니라 컨셉을 만들고 그 컨셉이 어쨌든 클라이언트랑 맞아야 되고, so you gotta do a lot of things. You spend day and night just coming up with the concept, what character design, the story, the plot, the aesthetic. Do you want to go for a Tim Burton look, a Wes Anderson look? Do you want to go for a certain aesthetic to fit this music video attire? Where's the climax? And pre-production, you storyboard it, sometimes frame by frame, and it takes usually months to come up with that. If you haven't left your house, and that's kind of what you do. So when you do all of that, and you have about, if it's a small project, I mean, for me, I've been working on big projects a lot. So if you sit down and you bring in about 20 or 30 people to really make a vision come to life, and I've been very fortunate enough to have my team be very supportive. We sit down for weeks and weeks and weeks at a time, figuring out the logistics. Sometimes you can't even get, you have an amazing concept, but half the times it doesn't really, you can't do it logistically, so you have to always rework and find a way around it, really. But at the end of the day, it's because you love it, and it's because you see something more, and you see something that other people cannot. Your best bet is to really go with your gut, and number one, if you really believe in it, fight for it. Fucking fight for it. And when you do fight for it, obviously you're gonna step on a few people's toes, but it's worth it. If you don't know how to stand up for yourself, if you don't know how to stand up for your art, and if you don't know how to stand up for what you want, you're always gonna be stepped on. Alright? So that's one thing. Even if you're not confrontational, learn to fight for what you believe in. And don't let other people tell you otherwise. Tell them to go fuck themselves. So literally, that's how I really have been in this. People sometimes forget, I've been in production for more than a decade. I've worked with a lot of big talents. I shot so many videos. I've shot idol videos, I've shot solo videos, I've shot a lot of things. So I've been in the production scene for a long time, and I've been in the idol scene too. So for me, I know best of both worlds, and at the same time, I know the worst of both worlds. That is what DPR is. That's why I made DPR from scratch. DPR was meant to be a place where you can actually not abide by that fucked up system where it has to go through some hierarchy shit, and literally has to conform to so many methods, and it has to follow a certain attire, and if it doesn't follow a certain attire, it's considered unprofessional. No, you make your own way, and if people come looking for you, they have to abide by what you say. That's politics. People say, and you might not, sometimes people might not like to hear it, but I'm sorry, politics, there has to be politics when it comes to art. Someone's got to tell you that green is better than red. Someone has to tell you blue might be better than green. And that is really amassing to people's experiences, and people have to somewhat abide, and you have to make people believe in you. If you don't, then you're working with the wrong crowd. And if you don't have credentials to back up for it, it's easy. You have to make credentials. You need something to back up for it, or otherwise, it's all talk, alright? And listen, I'm all for conforming to free independence and believing what you believe in, standing for what you believe in. I can't stand people coming into my world, coming into my field after going through what I had to go through, just to tell me that I'm back to square one and they have to conform to their ways. If I don't conform to their ways, they don't consider it professional. They can go fuck themselves. And a lot of people, especially in the industry, they have a bit of an ego. I hate ego. The biggest pet peeve I have in anything in production is when people bring attitude to the set. Everyone is having a hard time. There's always something that will go wrong on set. It's to be expected. Your best bet is to find a workaround. Everyone's intention is to make the best quality and the best product that we can provide for the client and obviously for ourselves. So there's always going to be something that goes wrong. But if you stand around and fucking sulk and whinge all day and literally loathe that around to the people around you, it's absolutely going to destroy the environment. And for me, environment in the workplace is everything. Don't bring people down. Don't whinge and don't sulk. You're not the only one that's having a hard time. Let's be a little bit respectful for sometimes, for the people around you. So that, from me, is my pet peeve. And when I see people sometimes loafing around and whinging and playing victim and having a bit of a pity party because everything is revolving around them, and they want to make a scene about it, dramatic. I'm like, okay, you can do that after we finish, but don't bring that to the workforce. Don't fucking do that. It's not professional. I can't stand people getting in the way of what we do, and it really dismisses and undermines everyone's effort. We're all here to make things work out, right? We're all here to try to make things resolve, and we're all here with the best intent, right? So please, sometimes I don't like when people, I'm not saying you're not specific, but there are times when people come knocking on our door and not even showing half the respect that we show them, right? There is politics. Remember that. Someone's got to tell you green is better than blue. It's not math or science. It's not something that has a definite right answer. This is really based on what people believe and want to trust in. And granted, you got to earn your trust. You got to earn that respect. And it goes both ways. If you have nothing to show for, Keep that as a driving fuel. Later, I'm going to show these people who I am. Later, I'm going to show them what they are missing out on. Alright? But work undercover. Don't show it. Don't tell everyone. Make it a little secret. So later, when they see it, they feel a little something. That's how I like to do it. That's your best that's anyone's best revenge. It's not conforming to what they say and it changing you, then they've won you over, right? So don't let somebody change you. You change them. Facts. With that being said, I have a few more projects I have to take on the way. You know, a lot of great surprises. Fucking hell. You might think this might be a year, but I'll tell you, we start off in a bang. Okay. It's almost New Year's in Sydney, guys. I do have to wish my mum a happy New Year. Anyway. Yeah, I just wanted to vent out a little bit. You know, I had some shit happening to me a few times recently. I'll tell you on another day. But 인터넷 왜 이렇게 끊겨? 모르겠어. 제가 아이폰 15 샀거든요. 왜 이렇게 끊기는지 모르겠어. Meanwhile, go watch Limbo. Limbo is a place where it's caught between heaven and hell. Right? So yeah, thanks for listening to my rant. I just needed that. It's a lot of shit that I've been going through these days, and I just sometimes wonder at what expense. But don't we all? Fuck it, let's leave everything in 2023. 2024 doesn't really look... it's looking grim a little bit.
We're on the way up, bro. 2024, we're like way up.
Bro, 2024 is our year. Remember that, dreamers. It's our year. This year we were just warming up. We have a lot more in store for you. But I just wanted to say I appreciate every single one of you. I love you. I love you all. And you know what? You guys really make my day at the end of the day. You really do. You know, I'm just here to give you a show. And, you know, our team, we're so fortunate to have such an amazing team. You know, Ronald here. Ronald McDonald. I'm sure some of you know him. But he's my mate from high school. So, you know, it's a blessing to just even be working with him. You know? It's crazy. Yeah. But again, it's that's why I think I'm really blessed. You know, 함께 술을 마시고 싶어요. 짠. Oh fuck! I almost turned it off like that. 술 마셔야죠. Listen, I have a big plans for next year. This year was the year of insanity, where everything was fucking insane. Very fitting. And it was necessary for me to put out Dear Insanity. You know, the reason why I put out Limbo this year is because I wanted the insanity era to end with this year. Next year, that's when I'm gonna be a little bit more mainstream with my songs. I'm gonna start going indie. I'm gonna start... Oh shit.
What's up?
Can't think of it. Oh shit. Before I leave, I want to... Shit. I'm sorry. Sorry if I'm swearing so much. After I meet my strength friends. So this song that I'm going to let you listen to is the type of song that I wanted to that I wanted to go for later. I want to end the insanity era here, not completely, you know, but next year I wanted to bring on more of Ian.
I see myself inside your eyes, so I look away. Even though your mood is on display, your lips are turning way too gray. It's having you on stay. It's a last goodbye on the midnight highway.
So that's coming out next year. So you can expect to hear more of an Indian rock version of me, but this is me. It's not insanity. It's not Mario. This is me. So with that being said, I love you all and happy New Year. Happy late New Year. Go watch Limbo. Go spread it. Let's get it up, dreamers. Let's get Limbo up, okay? Love yourself, right? Learn to love yourself. Learn to be comfortable in your skin. It's a little hard, I know. But think about it. You could be anywhere else and not in this world. So, I think there's a reason why you're here. Limbo up, guys. Stay in it. Right? Stay in the loop and stay in the limbo. Love you all dearly. 여러분 너무 사랑하고요. 꼭 행복했으면 좋겠어요. 알겠죠? 저도 그거 어떻게든 한번 노력을 해볼 거니까 꼭 행복했으면 좋겠고, 사실 새해 복 많이 받으시고요. 힘들어도 항상 잠깐 그 힘든 것도 잠깐이고 그 힘든 것도 지나가요. 좀만 참으면 돼요. 좀만 참으면 되겠지. 사랑하고요. I love you all. You know, what a crazy year, huh? What a fucking crazy year. I like tacos. Yeah, guys. Peace be with you all. I don't know how long ago I did the amoeba signing. That's a bit of yeah, guys.
In September.
Yeah. Guys, go to right now, everyone. What would be a good thing to end off with? Just give me a second. I'm trying to think of something. I'm scratching my leg. I'm not scratching anything else. Don't get any weird thoughts. 저 한국 2월에 가요. What's something that they could comment on Limbos? What's a fun thing that you guys can comment? Happy birthday, si señorita. Señorita, I feel for you. You don't know that song?
Yeah.
What is it?
Is it JT?
Yeah, shit, yeah. It doesn't matter. Oh, I don't think that's the lyrics. I'm trying to think of what they could like write on the limbo. Just comments. Like, what's a fun thing they could comment? I want you guys to comment something under the Limbo's music video. But I'm just trying to think of a fun, like not too like.
Personal? Does that be personal?
No, I mean it can be personal. Oh yeah, this might be an interesting thing. I want you guys to Senor. No, sorry, that's in my head now. Thanks. I feel for you. Doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. We can love you, baby. So all of you guys out here, you know what? You should go and comment I want you guys to comment what limbo means for you under our video on YouTube. What does limbo mean for you? For me, it feels like I'm caught between my two versions of me. It's a spot where I think is, for me personally, one of the most dangerous parts I could ever be in. Because I don't like being lukewarm. Limbo, for me, it means in between. Like, you know when they say in limbo? That space for me is a space that I'm very, very uncomfortable in. Because I'm not sure and it gets me anxious. That's what limbo means to me. But to somebody else it could mean anything. What's your limbo? For me, it's Milo and insanity. That's what limbo means to me. For somebody else, it could be alcohol. Somebody else, it could be drugs. Somebody else, it could be romantic movies. What's your limbo? Or better yet, what puts you in a limbo? I think that's a better question. What puts you in a limbo? What do you think, guys? What's your limbo? What puts you in limbo? How about you, Ronald? What puts you in limbo?
That's when I'm stuck. I guess when I'm too comfortable, that puts me too in limbo.
When you're too comfortable.
When I'm too comfortable.
Why? Because it makes you unsure. It makes you a little like anxious, does it?
It just feels like every day is the same. You know, doing the same routine over and over again. It feels like I'm in the Matrix. It's like feels like a limbo for me.
Yeah, so that's because that feels like a limbo.
Yeah.
So limbo, for people that don't know, limbo means you're not technically. So the reference I gave was heaven and hell. So you're in neither. Right. So you're in a space where you're not going to heaven and you're not going to hell. It's kind of like you're lost. That's why they say you're stuck in limbo. You're stuck in almost like a repetitive loop that you're not sure of and you have no control over.